there, subscribe to this channel.
What is up, guys? This is the ZeusTuber, and today I'm here with my theories on where ENID possibly was when she left Alexandria in episode 512, and what she was doing when she was outside the wall when they first got there. So, let's just get right into this. I hope you guys are having yourselves a nice day. So, as we guys know, ENID is a new character from Alexandria. There isn't really anyone we can base her off of in the comics. I mean, maybe she could be a remix of Sophia, or the girl that Carl just had interaction with in one of the recent issues there. It could be a remix of them. I do think she'll have a big role if my predictions are correct. In this episode, she goes over the wall, Carl tries to follow her, he loses her in the woods somehow, and we don't see her again until she's back inside the wall after Glenn knocks Aiden on his butt, and Daryl starts choking out Nicholas, and Rick breaks the whole thing up. So, we don't really know where she went. There's a theory going around that possibly she could be the one who took Rick's gun, which it's possible because we know that location where Rick's gun isn't that far from Alexandria, considering they were able to walk there and back within what seemed like, not too long, maybe an hour or two. And we know that Rick left his gun with the J on it. Some people are saying the J stands for Joe. It was maybe one of Joe's pistols from the bag. It's possible. I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like he just randomly got it. That's how they kind of introduced it. So I don't think we missed anything. So it's probably just going to be, they're going to say that, oh, J was for Joe. That was one of Joe's pistols in the little blue bag that they stashed in the end of Season 4. So I don't think the J is really relevant at all to this whole little storyline here, a little minor storyline, or seemingly minor storyline. But we know that the blender, it wasn't that far from Alexandria. Rick was able to walk to it in no time. And when the group arrives at the end of episode 511, he had already stashed the gun. And then the first the first minute or so of episode 512 is supposed to take place seconds after 511 happens. So it's still the same day, no time has passed, and we see that there is a girl in one of the houses. If you're watching the screen of the show, she's on the left behind Carl, and she's in the house, is kind of watching them. It's safe to assume that that was Enid. If you look close enough, it was in fact her, and she was outside of the walls when Rick stashed his gun, seemingly. So she could have been watching them, and she might have saw Rick stash his gun, and then as they continued their trek to Alexandria, she followed them back, and she's just kind of watching them because she's curious. She's a young girl like Carl. She's curious of the new people, I suppose, and she was watching them. So that could mean that she has the gun in her little bag there, or she moved it for whatever reason, something of that nature. I don't think anyone else would have taken the gun. If it was the scavengers, or I guess you can call them the wolves, because it's pretty much, we pretty much have been able to figure out that the scavengers from the comics are going to be called the wolves in the show. I mean, that's what it's seeming like. I doubt they would have taken the gun, because if they were around to see him put the gun there, I'm sure they would have at least kidnapped Rick, or killed him even, because obviously it's not just one scavenger, it's a group of people, so I don't think they would have had any problems taking Rick if he was there by himself. So if it was them, they probably would have taken him, or something of that sort. I mean, I could be wrong here, but that's just the way I'm looking at it. So it's probably someone who was just kind of watching him, didn't really want to take him out or anything like that, so I'm betting it was Enid. That's just my theory. I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below and let me know. It would make sense to me. I don't know what her motive is behind taking the gun. Maybe she just wants a gun for herself for whatever reason. She saw a free one right there. Why not? We'll have to wait and see. I want to know you guys' thoughts on where Enid was. Did she take Rick's gun? Did she go somewhere else that we're going to find out later? Is she possibly... another theory before I forget. My dad actually came up with this theory. Or was it my mom? I forget. Well, credit to both of them, because I forget which one of you said it if you're watching this. That maybe... You know how they said Enid was, she was just found a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago I believe it was, outside the walls. Maybe she is kind of like a spy / scout for A, the people who were banished, or B, the wolves, or the scavengers. Let's call them the scavengers for now. Maybe she's a scout for them, she's trying to find out, how things work in Alexandria, and then maybe she is going back over the wall to report her intel to them. That's a possibility. It might happen. You never know. I think it's a little more unlikely than the whole maybe she took Rick's gun thing because she was spying on him for whatever reason. We'll have to wait and see. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Comment down below and let me know. Stay tuned for my video coming up next after this, which is my informational video on Nicholas. It'll be kind of a shorter video since we don't know too much about him at this point, and he's not really a big character in the comics. And if I have time tonight, I'll be doing my predictions for the rest of Season 5, which will be pure predictions because I don't have any legitimate spoilers for the rest of the season for you guys yet. So I'm going to get this video done before I find out any spoilers, and then we'll see if I was right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video, because in my next video, I'll be leaving a link to a survey that I need you guys to help me out with and take. It's a very short survey. It's mostly just yes and no questions. It's like 13 different questions having to do with Esurance's Breaking Bad ad from the Super Bowl. It's for my marketing class, and whoever gets the most responses on it will, we get a prize. And I figured I would use my awesome fans, to help me out with this. So I'll leave a link in the next video. Stay tuned for that, and it'd be really great if you guys could help me out. So hit that like button if you liked this video. If you didn't like it, don't hit the like button. Just tell me you didn't like it. And subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you guys later, and have yourselves a nice day.